Mike spent $300 to buy a shipping container. He converted it into a studio, saving $8,000 a year on rent. Now Mike's commute is just 1 minute. He has more time to spend with his loved ones. Let's see how Mike did the conversion. First, he lined the walls with foam boards, cutting off the excess. Then he applied glue and foam sealant, sticking them to the walls. Since the foam boards were custom made, they fit the walls perfectly. After finishing the sides, he filled the gaps at the top with foam boards. Once filled, he glued 2 foam boards together, using wooden supports at the joints. After finishing the top, Mike filled the grooves in the metal door with foam. Then he cut foam boards to fill the gaps completely. You can see Mike's technique is quite skilled. After all the foam was in place, Mike cleaned the floor. Then he measured and cut some wooden strips, using tools to fix them near the metal door. Mike planned to install a sliding door here. You can see Mike's assembly is very meticulous. Each joint is very solid. After installing the door frame, Mike placed the sliding door in position. After testing, he began the assembly. The glass in the sliding door ensures good lighting. After securing it, Mike brought in some drywall, fixing it to the walls. This step required constant measuring to ensure a perfect fit. This process needed great care. Otherwise, the drywall wouldn't be secure. Finally, he fixed drywall to the outside of the metal door and sliding door. After securing all the drywall for a better appearance, Mike used putty and tape, applying putty to the joints and screw holes, sealing with tape, then applying another layer of putty to seal it completely. After 10 minutes of sealing, Mike sanded the surface smooth. This step is crucial. Otherwise, the paint won't look good. After sanding, Mike measured and cut a rectangular opening on the outside of the container, removing the metal sheet, then clearing out the foam inside. After clearing, he installed a frame for support, installing an exhaust fan in the frame to ensure air circulation inside. He also installed 2 more vents. Mike has high standards for his work environment. After completing everything, Mike prepared to paint. First, he laid down paper to protect the floor. Then, he painted the walls, starting with a layer of white paint. After the white paint, he applied a layer of dark paint. After all the painting, he used tape to mark the color transitions, then applied an even darker paint, creating a layered effect for hard-to-reach areas. He used a small brush. The next day, after the paint dried, he removed the tape and floor paper. Then he fixed brackets on both sides, placing wooden boards on the brackets, securing them with screws. After fixing 2 workbenches, he drilled holes in the center, fixing 2 more brackets. This was the most important workbench in Mike's studio. The height had to be very precise. Then he sprayed his personal logo on the wall to enhance the studio's appearance. Now, he took out tools, drilling a hole on the outside of the container, connecting the power inside. Surprisingly, Mike also installed the wiring himself. After securing the wires, Mike installed lights on the ceiling. After connecting all the wiring, he tested it, and it was perfect. Finally, Mike installed an air conditioner. Now the studio is perfect. Mike can complete his work in